Good evening, all. My dear Madhusri, Abir, Kaula, family members, and friends of Probal, it is a privilege to be able to say a few words about him. Abir, my thanks to you and your family for asking me to do so. I apologize that I cannot be there with you in person. I also apologize that my IT connection has failed completely. I listened to the first 2 hours and heard from many of Probal's friends. But my IT is no longer working and it does not allow me to rejoin. I shall not pretend that this is not a sad day for us all. Probal left us very suddenly with no warning, and we are still in a state of shock trying to understand what has happened and how to deal with our grief. I would therefore like to start by offering deepest condolences to Madhusri and the family, not just from myself, but also on behalf of all his classmates who were very saddened to hear this news. I first met Probal in 1966 when he joined St. Xavier's School in Kolkata. I joined the school 6 months before, and although we were in the same class for several years, I always teased him and said that I was his senior. He was terribly sporting about all this and would respond with a smile and never any demur. He introduced me to his parents, who were extremely kind to me. I remember that as a boy, I visited his house on several occasions, and his mother and father always welcomed me. Even in those early years at school, Probal was very proficient in Esperanto. It was a passion with him. He did try to teach me the language, but unfortunately I was not clever enough to learn, and I'm sorry to say that I'm his one failed student. However, it was not because he did not try. He was also very gentle and kind in trying to correct my many mistakes. It goes without saying that at school, Probal excelled in academia. He would get the highest marks in various subjects, and in the final examinations he carried away all the prizes. He also had the unique distinction of not falling foul of the redoubtable Father Boucher. Father Boucher was Father Prefect. His responsibility was to maintain discipline in the school. Although Father Boucher was at heart a very kind man, he was not shy about his reprimands, both with his tongue as well as with his cane. We all suffered the brunt of it, but I'm told that Probal is one who got away. When we received the sad news of Probal, this was put on our WhatsApp group, and I would like to read to you some of the remarks that were made by the others who were at school with us. They said, "A kind, gentle, and humble person. He wore his honors and achievements lightly. He was always interested in knowledge. He would go out of his way to help. He was very generous with his time. He was a man without guile. He was a true scholar and gentleman." And so the list goes on and on. I would like to end by going back to the beautiful words of the Esperanto anthem by Zamenhof that are printed on the invitation to this memorial. These words provide the exhortation, "Fly from place to place." Probal and his legacy will continue to fly. I quote the words of Mary Fry when I say, "I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain." I shall miss Probal terribly. I shall miss his emails, texts, jokes, and his various reminiscences. We shall all miss Probal, and our only consolation is that he will remain with each one of us in our memory. Thank you for your time.